Hi everybody, how's everybody doing at Campus Party? All right? Woo! Well, it's great to be here. It's my second time in Sao Paulo. I was here in 2003, actually I was in Bahia, Salvador. Beautiful city, first time really speaking in Sao Paulo. It's great to be at the Campus Party. I spoke at the one in Bogota, Colombia. It was awesome. And this even looks bigger, a lot more people. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the human factor of information security. It's kind of how hackers manipulate people to get access to information. So it's kind of cool because most of the hacking attacks today is really a mixture of social engineering and technical attacks. What's interesting about social engineering is it bypasses all technologies. So you could be using the best firewalls, encryption, host-based IDS systems, regular intrusion detection systems, and social engineering just simply bypasses all of that. And what my message today is going to be, and hopefully all of you will understand, that to have true security is a combination of people, processes, and technology. Don't forget, the attackers are going to look for the weakest link in the security chain, and that's usually the people like you and I. But before I get started, I want to tell you this cool story. This is about 1978. There's a guy, his name is Stanley Mark Rifkin, and he was working for the now defunct Security Pacific National Bank in Los Angeles, California. And Stanley's job as a consultant for the bank was to design a backup system for the bank's wire transfer network. So one day, he calls the supervisor of the wire transfer center and sets up an appointment. And he tells the supervisor he needs to interview all the clerks in the department to get their gripes, what gripes they have with the system, any suggestions for improvement, and so on and so forth. So the very next day, Stanley shows up in a suit, nice Armani suit. He has a clipboard, yellow pad, pen, and he's ready to go to work. The supervisor walks him into the call center, which is, I don't know, the size of where all you are standing. And the first thing he notices is on the wall, they have this big bulletin board. And on this bulletin board, they have this huge post-it note with the number 4711. And 4711 was the code for the day. So any authorized bank employee would have to know the secret code to call in a wire transfer. And Stanley simply committed it to memory. So for the next hour, hour and a half, he's walking around, he's interviewing the clerks. And he's kind of listening to calls coming into the call center. He can only hear one side, but he can kind of get a gist because they're asking certain questions, and Stanley's actually taking notes of what questions they ask. An hour and a half passes. Stanley goes up to the supervisor.